There's something special about Pennsylvania. It seems like there's a bunch of talent from that state that never ends. Out of the 9 bands I've covered, 3 of them have been from the Keystone State, with even more to come. Another one to add to the list is today's subject, Street Smart Cyclist. Street Smart didn't have a crazy story, but their time as a band added more context to their next project, Snowing. Plus, Street Smart is a great band, whose story must be told. And since he's a nice dude, I reached out to guitarist Kevin DeFranco for some fun facts about his time in the band. Now that that's out of the way, let's dive into the story of Street Smart Cyclist. Street Smart Cyclist was born on Christmas Day in 2005 in the basement of the Globe, a venue in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. The first meeting of the band included members Dave Geating on drums, his brother John Geating on guitar, and Kevin DeFranco on guitar. At this time, they were in the legendary band Harrison Bergeron. Street Smart was inspired by 1993 Chicago emo band, Braid. They soon enlisted help of singer Matt Weirick, who also was in Bergeron, and Matt Robb on bass. The band got together for a few practices and wrote the song Hoods Up. Then things got quiet for a while. The band felt pretty confident with the band's potential, bragging a little bit around friends, which led to people asking to be in the band. Willow Brozick was added to the roster on guitar. From what I can gather, Willow was only in Street Smart Cyclist and Snowing. Matt Weirick left the band around this time, so taking over was vocalist John Galm. At the time, John was in another band called Audio Recording Club. At one of ARC's shows, John Geating asked Galm what he thought about playing in another band. Galm said, "Yeah, but I'd really like to sing." A week later, Dave called him up to sing for the band. Lastly, Nate Dion replaced Brad Robb on bass. Brad went on to Yo Man Go. Nate has stated that he had a band crush on Street Smart, and he would bug them to let him in the band. From 2006 to 2007, the band would play a couple of times a month on weekends. It seems like distance got in the way, as they were living in different areas around the Lehigh Valley area. Their first show was a benefit show in Easton, Pennsylvania, for one of Kevin's close friends, Eddie Kovacs, who passed away. Also in 2006, the band released Demo 2006. I do have a fun fact about the song The 3-Lane Cut. According to Kevin, the beginning, stop, and start part, before it goes into the song, was based on the sound of speed bumps made from his house to Bethlehem for practice, on a dangerous 3-lane highway, hence the name, The 3-Lane Cut. From the beginning of 2007 and throughout the first half of the year, the band continued to play more weekend shows and work on material. After a show on June 16th, Kevin ended up leaving the band. Kevin reflects on that night saying, "I ended up leaving the band pretty much after a show we played at the Rudditch Ranch in Easton, Pennsylvania with Algernon Cadwallader. It was their tour kickoff show, and I hopped in their car, literally with the clothes on my back, and went with them on a 3-week tour leaving that night. So I didn't end up showing up for Street Smart practice and missed a show in New York City. I just ended up not rejoining the band and started boy problems when I got back from that tour. That didn't stop the band from going on a tour of their own. Their tour would last from July 21st to August 3rd to support their 7-inch 2006 demo released on Our Neighborhood Records. This tour also saw the release of the Lint Traps acoustic EP.
1, 2, 3, 4.
This was self-released by the band, with 50 copies ever made. It had a folded pink paper to house the CD. The band described it as a lo-fi acoustic EP record for their 2007 summer tour. Sometime after the tour, John Galm would leave the band. During an interview, he stated, "We were trying more and more to be a functioning band, without functioning." John Garwack would then replace Galm on vocals. In 2008, the band would stick around playing shows. Their last show was at Jan's Room in Allentown, Pennsylvania, on August 31st, 2008.
This is the last song ever. Thanks for coming. You guys are great. You probably know us, so don't feel weird if you want to give me a hug or a cross, like me with Nathan Johnson. Thanks to Tom for the show. This is like the best way to end like any band. I think like this song is like the best. It's like the best, the most positive like outlook you can ever have. And it's good. I'm gonna do it this way. Yeah, this song's that meeting. It's called Heads Up. We're shooting my Cyclist. Thanks a lot.
At this point, it seemed like the band's fire was sizzling out. Members were too far away from each other, and their jobs usually got in the way of playing gigs. Willow at one point booked a tour to play, but it ended up not happening, and nearly all of their equipment was stolen out of their van in North Carolina. According to Nate, talks of starting a new band happened the night Street Smart ended. That band would become what we know now as Snowing. On December 26 and 27, 2010, Street Smart reunited and played 2 shows at the Secret Art Space and Fountain Hill VFW in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. On September 2014, the band's discography was released as a 12-inch single-sided vinyl. The 12-inch includes everything the band has recorded to date, including the 2006 demo, the Lint Traps EP, and 2 unreleased tracks. They remastered the tracks for the vinyl, and the side B of the record features an etching of a windmill. There were 150 copies in tan, 350 in white, and 500 in light blue. Over their 3 years as a band, Street Smart Cyclist faced the ebb and flow of band dynamics, lineup changes, and the challenges of distance. Through relentless dedication and numerous weekend shows, they left their mark in the Pennsylvania and Midwest emo music scene. Street Smart may have faded into the past, but their spirit lived on, paving the way for what would soon become Snowing. We will talk Snowing at a later date, but till then, when I would talk, you were always there to listen to everything I had to explain, which would mean nothing at all. Nothing at all. Thanks for watching.